So the last 7 minutes of this tournament, and who will be crowned as Cable and Wireless Hong Kong Women's Rugby Sevens champions, taking over from England, who won the title before that, and Aotearoa from New Zealand, who for so many years dominated this scene. Australia start the second half. Some good handling here, some lovely running skills as well. That's beautiful break here. Lovely switch of angle by Zhao Zhengqi. Into the hands of Gao Yan, just a slight touch forward. Very impressed with the work of Zhao Zhengqi, one of the 6 players who were in the Hong Kong tournament for China last year. Here's Ches Soon, captain of the World Cup winning side, another of the Warringah Rats. And she's captains Australia's women's rugby at 7s and 15s. And what a servant she has been to the women's game. And most notably, of course, for the Wallaroos. That's her feeding left now. Wide to Rue Sims. Rue Sims, big, powerful, strong run, good handoff. But the tackling, terrific from Fan Wenzhuan. In touch, flag is up, just, and I must say China have stepped up their defensive work magnificently since that World Cup, even when they were well on the end of a big beating by Australia in the pool round. Went on with successive wins over the Netherlands in the pool, then Japan, Italy and Brazil in the knockout rounds from the quarterfinals onwards. They ended up with the bowl, but Australia got the gold. As so many around the world were welcomed and initiated into the quality of women's rugby. And of course, when, and I say when with expectation more than hope, rugby becomes an Olympic sport, the women, of course, will be there alongside the men. This is Ches Soon again, into the hands of McGann. McGann on the loop. Slipped on takeoff. Turnover ball, well won by China. Can they take something from their own 22? Remember, it's 2 tries to 1. This is the speeds for Yang Hong. Again, spinning the ball well and wide. But there's a rather loose pass in field. Knocked on, was it by Li Yuan? No advantage, Australia. They'll come back for the scrum. Well, this squad of students, based principally in Beijing, really putting up a tremendous fight here for China. As Beau de la Cruz comes on as Australia replacement. Beau de la Cruz scored a hat-trick in the opening game against China in the World Cup Sevens. And Australia come again. Lovely tackle, the pass just eluding the Australian hand of Cassie Bailey. Fed out by de la Cruz. Ches Soon trying to burst her way through. She's done it, she's broken through. This is the vital score. 14 points to 7 becomes 19. It's 2 scores ahead now, and that could be the breakthrough moment, and appropriately scored by the captain and inspiration of Australian women's rugby, Ches Soon. Conversion attempt to come by Toby McGann, as we shall see that all-important try from the Wallaroos skipper. Toby McGann got her place in that World Cup squad as a result of an injury to Amanda Judd, and made the most of it, but that stayed off target. So still 2 3/4 minutes to play, 19 points to 7. Well, that's a far cry from 50 points to 12 that we saw in the World Cup, so it really has been a big step up by China, as Shirley Russell, the Aussie coach, looks on. There's Rue Sims, another of the experienced players, whose brother's a top rugby league player in Australia. Toby McGann, the restart kick beautifully taken by Yang Hong. What they need to do really is try and set her up for another long run, but meanwhile there's one up the middle. And terrific work. Again, how hard she's worked indeed. Fang Wen-chuan. Now, a chance with here's the speedster. Terrific running again. Off from Beiying. Got to release it quickly, and they do. Beiying comes back. Oh, it's a knock on. That greasy ball. 1 minute 40 to go. 12 points the difference. There's Debbie Hodgkinson, tries to gird the troops. Debbie Hodgkinson from Perth, another international at both 7s and 15s. On for China comes Wang Qiangli. Ches Soon with the feed. Under pressure, but gets it away well. Knocked on this time by the Wallaroos. Toby McGann, keeps the door open really for China, but they need a score quickly. Just about a minute and a quarter to go. But this has really been a big step up, and come on edges Rebecca Tavo from the touchline. Big hit coming in. Ches Soon goes herself. Lovely round the player pass. Big handoff by Debbie Hodgkinson. We saw that in the World Cup. We've seen it again here in Hong Kong. Brilliant combination. Ches Soon and the power and strong run and fend of Debbie Hodgkinson. That puts it out of sight with just a half a minute to play. And the 28-year-old from the Cottesloe Club in Perth has combined so well here with Ches Soon, and Hodgkinson unstoppable. Smiles all round now as they anticipate the final whistle in just a matter of a few seconds. This might be, in fact, be the last play of the game. Toby McGann, doesn't matter, it's some way off target, but 24-7 as the hooter sounds. The Huns go up in triumph. It's another win for Australia, and the world champions have just shown the quality of their game again in this, the final of the Cable and Wireless Hong Kong Women's Rugby Sevens. They take over the mantle of champions again and will receive the trophy from Nick Lambert, the Managing Director of Worldwide Business Cable and Wireless, and accompanied by Amit Narayan, Head of Communications Asia Pacific. So, well done to the women. The game is thriving, and let's hope before long we shall be seeing it on the Olympic stage alongside the men. But for the moment, congratulations to the Wallaroos. Second seeds in Dubai, and ousting England at the quarter-final stage. South Africa in the semi-final, and New Zealand in that epic final, winning 15 points to 10. So on the big stage here, they've done it again, and in a few moments the presentation of the Cable and Wireless Hong Kong Women's